Hello, good evening everyone, welcome to COTA. We are live indeed. 10 minutes to go. And we just rejoined another practice server because the other one was soaking wet, but I would like some dry laps as well. So the weather forecast is pretty interesting. Let's see what happens. Strategy will be crazy because the downpour could happen in a way that we will need to pit twice instead of once. Anyway, gonna be a fun race. So if you guys can confirm, but I think it's pretty sure that, you know, last time we have spent a couple of moments talking about the Moire effect. I don't know how to pronounce it. Basically this weird pixelation patterns forming. I found a quick solution, so I hope that these weird curves are not appearing ever again. I'm seeing... wait, I will have to do like just a little bit of camera adjustment, because I see the colors are slightly off. They're not appearing. Yeah, that's great. So basically, I could go deep into physics, but for now, let me just make sure that... what is it? Is it the white balance? No. Is it the saturation? That's too saturated. That's kind of alright. Yeah, this camera has a bit of a problem with red color. Like this stuff is actually fully like red or like almost orangey red. But on my camera it's always kind of pinkish, purplish red. Anyway, I think it looks sufficient, so we can click OK, OK, and we can drive. Well, after more than a year of streaming, I'm still learning important things. Basically, I have learned that if you focus a camera right into the monitor, so like I really try to optimize the focus in a way that all the text would be extremely crisp, and supposedly if you do that, then if you are capturing like a digital image, so like pixels, with something that makes a digital image itself, so like the camera records pixels in itself, then these pixel grids kind of hook together if you nail the focus, and then they create this Moire effect. So I have studied that shortly or quickly, and I figure out that... oh, that's getting dark now. I need to make the camera slightly brighter, I think. I figure out that all I need to do is unfocus just slightly. So I hope that the visibility and readability of things is still sufficient. I think it is, but it's slightly more soft, it's not that sharp. And that immediately fixed this pixelation patterning. That's good. And I think we're all set. We have 5-ish minutes to try a little bit of dry driving. And then we join the correct server. The visibility is perfect. Thank you, Pirate. Much appreciated for the feedback, and I'm glad to hear it works well. Supposedly the most correct fix is an optical filter, like actual glass that you put on the top of the camera, but obviously with a webcam that's a bit of a difficult one, because you cannot just mount a glass perfectly on. You would need to kind of tape it with something or 3D print a housing, or... yeah, I have no idea how to do that. But the slight unfocus helped the issue. So here we go. I even turned on the weather forecast in tiny pedal. Also, it's a bit funny because I have been learning two different quotas in these days. Because today we race with strict track limits in the WEC championship, but for the 6-hour special event, it's default, I think. So some corners are completely different. Like this one, especially with the Lexus, you get cuts. Like it's a bugged cut. You don't even have to be fully off track, and you already get a cut. But then on the default track limits, you just ignore some corners, basically. Yeah, this is yellow, but otherwise it wouldn't even be a warning. Two minutes 30, yeah, we just have time for one nice quali attempt, even though the tires are cold. Hi Logi, this track warms the wrists. Yeah, I mean, I've done quite some laps around here in the past days, and well, the wrists are maybe not even the biggest issue. I can feel the whole back, every joint, every muscle. That's gonna be 207.8. 0.4, okay, wow, okay. Nice. I'm gonna accept a 0.4. Faster than expected. Okay. Let's quit and let's join. We do have quite a field today. It's funny because so many people have been like gold 2, but now suddenly I'm gold 1 at the top of the list. Like Nicholas has been gold 2, I believe, and now he's silver. David is keeping his gold 3. Alright. You can get into top split even with bronze 3, but well, it's only 3 or 4 splits here. Right, join, join, join. And let's see how the monsoon unfolds. Is the camera a bit... Well, let's not break something now. One day I need to buy like a separate camera stand, because now it's basically connected to the chair or to the seat, and it's kind of not the greatest position. Well, just the drive. No, I have wrong setup assigned. Well, I cannot leak the setup today, so let me quickly hide this. Where is it? Load. Oh no, I have a mosquito. Or is that something flew by? Assign, load, drive. Why do I have... I don't have a livery. Why don't I have a livery? Well, I'm gonna blame Jimmy Ellison. I've submitted the livery for Virtual Endurance Championship and it was not accepted because something was wrong with these boards on the side. And then I deleted the cars, re-uploaded everything, and it looks like the game panics if you do that. Cam switch, I apologize. Well, better to forget the cam switch than leaking the setup. But thank you Sean Daniel. I mean, this practice session is kind of useless anyway. It takes 2 laps or 3 laps to get the tires in. I can do with a bit of pit lane practice anyway. Why is it so weird looking now? I think the colors are a bit wrong, right? Leak the set. Well done, my... First tell me why my livery is not working today. I've deleted the livery and re-uploaded it, but why don't I have a livery? I have 2 Lexuses, 2 different ones, and it didn't take any of them. And I've assigned both liveries to 2 different lineups where I'm in within the team, so might need to rejoin the server. I mean, I deleted all the Lexuses a couple of hours ago, and then I re-uploaded because supposedly there was an issue for VC. So I don't know if rejoin will do anything, but if you say I rejoin, I will rejoin. I mean, I deleted, but then I uploaded again, and I uploaded 2 different ones, and I reassigned to the same lineup and so on, so... But I did register to the championship, so does that mean that I am stuck with black livery till the end, or... Like, for the last 3 rounds? I thought that you could, like... If you registered with a team... I thought that maybe it should be possible to change livery. Rafa Esports Team Main. We don't even have Team Main. Well, I renamed the main. Ah, so it just takes... It kind of saves an entry, and then if you delete the entry, or like the... If you have within a team a lineup, if you delete the lineup, the championship still keeps it saved and it thinks that you're in that lineup and it uses it. Well, maybe in that case I could... Nah, I guess there is nothing I can do about it. Well, I guess black livery till the end. Unlucky. Yeah, thank you, Archie. Yeah, we go out. We do some laps. Medium grip. So setup shops did 56.8 with the Lexus. I guess that means that we will be doing low to mid 27s for pole position, because it's medium grip and not saturated. Or maybe the difference is not that big between medium and saturated. What if I make a lineup identical? But again, we had the Rafa Esports team with lineup named main, and then I changed the main from main to Podium 1, which is like the major sponsor. But inside this championship, I see that my entry is still main. So I think that the system just saved whatever I registered with, and that's it. It's not pulling the data every time I join. It's just it's just noticing it's me driving, and therefore it takes the entry info that I register with. Unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, thank you, Serban. It's gonna be quite a shower. Still deciding if I should brake on this curb or not. Yeah, Sean, maybe there is something on it. Although, if it would try to pull from main, it would get an error. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's programmed. I might try something for round 7 and round 8. And then, yeah, random thunderstorm. I mean, it's proper like weather front coming from sunny to storm to cloudy. Like it as a big front goes through. I mean, we had wet races around here in F1 in the past. Actually, nobody's gonna remember, but there was a random Formula Sim Racing WC race in 2017 when we used the plugin for live weather, and it was sunny, but the weather station suddenly reported rain. Just the station that the server used. So it rained for like 10 minutes, which destroyed my strategy, and then it stopped raining and it was sunny again. And then we contemplated on who poured a bucket of water on that weather station to affect the outcome of the race. Anyway, let's focus on Quali. Yeah, it's 100% thunderstorm in the middle. Dear Apex, I will hit you next lap. That's tight on the top, and that's quite good lap times from others. I have a tenth or two more. Come on! Ooh. Well, that's it, right? I overfueled. Well, that's a P1. I finally made the wishes of Pirate King right. A pole position. Amazing. That was a nice lap, wasn't it? I lost a bit in turn 1, but then I recovered it. Whew. Okay. There is an AMG in P4. Interesting. Quite a Lexus fest though. Let's hide the setup again. Let's take the fuel. On a couple of clicks. New tires, right? We have new tires all around. And we can just take them because it's gonna rain in the middle. Yeah, Daniela, well, they can change, they can start on Q tires, but like, when will they use their fresh tire then? Michi messed up the quali, P17. Oh. Yeah, it will start to rain before we empty the first fuel tank. The track time just jumped up a bit. Yeah, penicillin, I would agree with you, to be honest. I mean, it could be a 10th and a half. Daniela, it's gonna rain, it's gonna be a storm. It's gonna rain like crazy. I might as well already change to new wets in the strat. Fuel tank is on, or like is full, tires are new, all is good. Yeah, it should probably rain for some time before the main weather event starts at mid-race. DJ upgrade for your Logitech G Pro. Well, yeah, SimuCube has been faultless for me for 4 years now, if not 5. It's about 4 years, I think. So I can surely suggest it. Although currently there is quite some developments going on the sim market, so it's hard to quickly explain. But well, feel free to join my Discord. We chat about wheels now and then. Anyway, gonna be green soon, so let's have a nice one. Always terrible to be P2 here at COTA for the start, so glad I got the pole. I have, what is it, 17 Newton meters, I think. I decreased a bit because I never used the last couple of Newton meters. And that's gonna be a cut, right? No, it's not a cut. Wow, okay. Houben has the livery problem as well, right? Two black cars leading the field. Yeah, I'm keeping the eye on the AMG for sure. I didn't expect the AMG to be this good around here. Let's take our first half a point. Houben is really good through sector 1 somehow. Leiden struggling though. My main championship rival. Four tenths. Higher note, high pair. And yeah, it's tiny pedal indeed. Hi Shark, thank you for the suggestion about Moir effect. I think it's fixed now, right? Even though the colors are a bit weird, I don't know what happened. Yeah, from tiny wiper to tiny pedal. Well, tiny pedal has been always on. So, from how far will Houben dive? That's too far for a dive bump, right? How is he able to carry that much more speed in high speed? Good afternoon, Nicholas. It's 49 inch, and sometimes I wish I had 57 inch DJ. But in the last sector I always gain a little bit. So he has less traction, less mechanical grip, but more aero. That's weird. Although my setup is developed with the 6-hour race in mind, and then just quickly adjusted for a slightly shorter event here today. So probably my car is more drivable, more safe, but maybe lacks a tenth of raw pace. Although Quali was good, I don't know. So Shark, about the solution was to unfocus a bit. So it isn't like the focus distance isn't exactly on the monitor, but a bit before or a bit behind. So the image is all around a bit softer, but I think all the letters and everything is still well readable. I just need to fix the colors a little bit, but this camera is typically struggling a lot with the red, and there is a lot of red around here. I get a really good exit there, quite important. very tense. Maybe he's close enough for a dive now. Leiden keeps having problem or what? P7, that's far behind. Well, I'm faster in the important corners, so that's nice. But Houben is saving fuel. Really reshaping that entry or exit or both. Do I defend? I guess I have to. That was the leader of the hypercars. Now I'm in trouble. played it to save potentially. Wanted to switch back, but there were hypercars. I hope in the wet I have advantage then. Like, I have worse top speed but better low speed. Marginally, but that should be good for quali? No, for wet, sorry. Where did my brain pull the quali now? Yeah, that's why I prefer to be safer. Houben already got 2 hits. A tiny pedal doesn't really take a lot of resources. And you can kind of turn on and off modules. But Sim Hub is much heavier. Well, depends on what you run. I have only one PC here, so it's all through the same, just simpler, and I've not really had problems with it, at least ever since I got the 9800X 3D. That thing is running like crazy. Ooh! Yeah, here goes the Team Nitro setup again. I'm just deliberating in my head how cheeky can I be. If he had a go setup, then probably that wouldn't have ended that well, that bad. Is that too cheeky? Well, in the US I know that with adverts they are really teasing themselves, like between big companies, and it's all good, but in Europe you do something like that, they sue you and it's illegal and so on. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't even TC, like I know that you can put sometimes slip very low, but I mean that was just entry problem. Ay ay ay, poor Houben. That was, I don't know, his 4th big OOF in this season. Like, he's been crashed off 3 times. He spun off once. He spun off again. Oof. I mean, to be honest, like, I didn't want to speak much of it, but I was like, well, like, he is really pushing it, right? And then Leiden had his problems, and they do together, like they drive together, have same setup, so I was just waiting if maybe at a moment of weakness something like that can happen. Well, now I'm happy that I have taken slightly slower car, but it's more solid. I mean, arguably, my setup that I run now is not exactly the same as the Go setup that you can buy, because I have customized it a little bit. But if I'm being a good, happy brand ambassador, you can always ask me about tips, what to do about it in the Go setup Discord. Although I didn't do the Go setup for this track. Anyway, now we have the AMG behind, so let's focus a bit on keeping the lead, not losing it like I did to Houben. Okay. "15 minutes until it should become very stormy," according to Tiny Pedal. Now in the practice server, it started to rain in like one section before that storm should come. But now it's sunnier for much longer, which is interesting. Nick, it is the online championship, the WEC championship, season 1. Dan, what do you mean? You mean low rain chance in the second section, or did you put the storm? Like, can you even put storm to something else than 100%? Think in game, if you take storm in race weekend, it's automatically jumping to 100%. Sean, yeah, that's the case. I mean, it's not countless hours. If you know what you're doing, it's done in 3-4 hours. If you're lucky to get a good hot lap in. Or it's maybe even less if you're really experienced, but we have several setup shops doing well. So seems like the market is there. And how you can sign up for this championship? Open Le Mans Ultimate, go online. On the left side you will see online championships. And then you will see LMGT3 Fixed, you will see Valkyrie Cup, you will see European Le Mans Series and World Endurance Championship. So then you register and off you go. Then every week you just select which time slots you're gonna do. Like, I think for this, for WEC you have like 2 attempts at it, but for GT3 Fixed I think you have 3. And then the best of them counts towards the overall standings. Man, I'm dropping off a bit here. Well, Nick, I believe what you have to do... Yeah, as Chad says. I think just race control. I don't think you need race control premium. It's just like yearly fee for the online championship services. I don't even know, to be honest. At the first chance I had, I invested whatever was needed, and now I just drive. It's not really big money compared to iRacing, let's say. My sky is much more blue. Yeah, I don't know what happened with my colors. At least I fixed the pixelation. But I need to work on colors. It kind of resets every time to some extent, and it's a bit of a pain. Weather, light clouds. Forecast, overcast and storm. Well, Nicholas, it's a camera thing, but to some extent also OBS thing and monitor thing. And maybe a bit of a skill issue, I don't know. It is getting a bit cloudier, right? I'm not gonna say anything. But that's not even a setup fault. I just panicked when I saw Dario on the inside. That's purely a skill issue. You know what I had in mind? Dario killed me completely almost 1 week ago. Dived from nowhere into that fast turn 5 and 6 at Interlagos, and I had precisely that thing in the mind, and I just hoped he wouldn't turn in on me. And I was hoping. As I was hoping, I lost it. Okay, it's not over yet, you know. Still a whole storm to survive. Sorry, chat. Yeah, I will not blame him. Did I kill him though? Like I was just trying to survive. How are the tires? Not bad. Well, let's just refocus. Do our best from here. In the overall standings, I'm like 70 points ahead of Leiden, which is not a problem. Man, one moment of weakness, of slightly distracted thought, and that's enough to lose 8-9 seconds. Right, and this is the Aston, which goes crazy quick on the straights and has no pace in corners. Yeah, we have AMG leading the race, that's quite a feat. Must be the tiny wiper. Probably. P7. Yeah, nothing else. I'm still thinking of it, but I cannot think more because I don't have the whole replay in my head. That will be surely something to learn from the replay after the race. Well, the gap to the lead. Let's not let it go above 9. Actually, I remember one thing. I saw the delta, it was green, like I was at least in sector 1 doing my PB of the race. And then traffic came to distract me. I bottom on the curb and couldn't... yeah, I don't know. Let's see, later. Meanwhile, the clouds are here, but where is the rain? Wireless rain, yeah. It should be already raining. Unless there is actual chance to put storm on the forecast without having 100% rain chance. I didn't know that's a possibility. Maybe this logo here for the storm that now disappeared was just signifying that I'm gonna spin out. Oh, that was a slow Toyota on Apex. I mean, where is the rain? I want the rain. I made the setup slightly towards being rainy. Unlucky. I wonder which setup shop is now being promoted the best. We have the Nitro guys from B-Alien. We have the Go setups. Everybody's spinning off. Do we have some Hymo setups? We have improveyourlaptime.com in Hypercar. Yes, Nazar, it's been a clickbait all along. Clickbait streamer. Refund. I mean, I want a refund from Dan. I paid for rain. I want my rain. I mean, it would be nice if the last two weather sections would have still like 30% rain chance. Polesny on a fuel saver, I see. But we are gaining on the lead. But this race will tighten up because AMG is eating the tires. Pace is nice, half a second. Well, I mean, I didn't go particularly for a crazy safe setup, but I did go for a setup that is based for the 6-hour race for the weekend, so it's slightly more about stability. And I had the rain in my mind while adjusting the clicks for this race. There goes a Hemo setup, liveried car. Copy the world. Yeah, I guess there is a lot of randomness involved. Slightly miscalculated the gap. Is Leiden damaged or what? Nice. Yellow flag, where is that? Probably behind. Right, so what to do with the strategy now? Sorry. ABS kicked in. I need to learn to stop panicking on the brake pedal to avoid these very late apex straight line understeer problems. Yeah, Lucas, where is the rain? I would love to know. The storm cloud was copy-pasted straight from the weather forecast from my stream thumbnail. Oh, that was abrupt. And back to bright. So 1 to go. It says 55 VE required. Orange. Don't go red. And another half a point. Well, we have 5 overall, so all good. I see a fight for P1 ahead. Should I have too much? Should I fuel more? Should I fuel less? What should I do? Always be better to be safe than sorry. But I have not calculated the strategy in case of a dry race because I thought it's 100% storm. Box, box, box. $54. 84, I mean. Okay. Yeah, always one more, but at the same time I don't want to get stuck in traffic, so I kind of did take one more, right? So Gelhood ahead did something funny. Was that Gelhood right ahead of me in the box? And that's the MG. Interesting. He fueled up way more than others. Now the tires are super cold. I didn't expect him to be that early. Gale code 75%? 2 laps less? Look, you mean about YouTube channel membership? I'm not professional enough yet to have that turned on, but it's all on the to-do list for the foreseeable future, and it's all gonna get sorted. Like always, my idea about YouTube channel was to just not push it. I didn't want to just do crazy full-time YouTube. I'm still esports by heart, not the big streamer. So I told myself, let's just slowly work on things. Don't fully enable everything that all the streamers have. But well, now I have semi-decent stream layout. I've got chat working, I've got subscriber notifications kind of working. I've got the Discord. Reels are getting uploaded. Well, I had a bit of a break during the summer, but Reels and shorts will be coming again. And a video or two. Stream highlights are gonna be uploaded next week for previous month. Slowly but surely. Okay, so what is the situation? People ahead have way less energy. Polesny put together a blinder. Saved fuel is into the lead. What a dive. Well, was a solid dive. Well, Mabix is in the lead anyway, but yet to pit. Yeah, one hypercar and my gears gets completely messed up. And also Polesny is on cold tires, so there's gonna be a nice battle ahead. I should hopefully... track limit please, thank you. I should be able to catch P4, which should become a P3, and then maybe... They both have so much less energy in the lead. That's weird. Did we all overfuel, or did they calculate everything perfectly? And how did the AMG lose the lead an extra 10 seconds? He was doing so well, showing the pace, the proper pace of the car. And the rear is now trying to be funny. Yeah, I need to be doing 8s to catch the people ahead. Ah well, thank you guys for the feedback. That's much appreciated. But yeah, I'm thinking and planning of how to improve things further and so on. Let's see if that's a cut. Turn green, please. Ah, this does not turn to green. Copy. I did not see the carnage at COTA. Fuel MFD. I'm gonna check. Classic hypercar, sticking the nose in where it shouldn't be, costing ourselves both time. Although maybe that was a good move for him, because he got sideways, or alongside, to have straight exit. Yeah, I should be safe on fuel. 2 laps too much, but it could be 1 lap too much, depending on the traffic. Still 10% less for Polesny, he's in trouble. Either way, he has to fuel save extra lap. Speaking of the setup shop battle, once Mabix pits, it will be back again, Go Setups into the lead by Sven Gelhud. If unlucky with traffic, then Sven has to save 1 lap as well, but Polesny surely has to save. ABS, please. But we can pretty safely go full push. Nicholas, I would love it. Difference between energy and fuel. Well, energy is just a number defined by rulebook, used for BOP, and it tells you how much energy, how much kilowatts, actually how much joules or kilowatt hours you can use in one stint. And you can get to that number with fuel, with burning fuel, or if you have a hybrid, it's combined battery and fuel. A fancy stint timer, yeah, indeed. Although it's a nice stint timer, because I know that, like, is it in ACC set up in such a way that they used to have it in some GT series that you actually had a timer. You only could do stints of max, I don't know, what was it, 45, 50 minutes? It was like actually timed. I always found it weird. Oh well. The classic hypercar. Polesny is still doing really fast lap times. I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh, the V12. Low to mid 8. Polesny is not saving fuel. He thinks he's got enough. Yeah, maybe Serban. Turns out it's quite good to brake on that curb. A bit more rear support from here would be nice. Just not sure how, because if I make the car more rotatey through there, then I'm gonna die in sector 1. Mabix in. We seem to have marginally the best pace. John Munro. Hello, thank you for the sub. John, you see what color is my car? There was a livery issue. And I don't know what to do about it, but yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get screenshots of a rough liveried car from this replay. Because something broke. Keep missing that apex. John, maybe if you can text somebody to tell you if it's possible to open up like the special server where you can use the liveries. Maybe if Dan is still here. But I think it should be possible to like open it up and register and then do laps and have our own liveries. Indeed, John. You think I have it sorted, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, we should have 11 laps probably here. And 6 seconds to gain. What's that track limit for? Either way, it doesn't seem likely we catch Sven today. But he's on the go setup. So I'm gonna give it to him. Maybe I customized it too much and then I spun. Lesny is actually saving quite well. Only is, well, 8%, 7 to 8% difference remaining in VE. 1 point. Interesting. Hi Pedro. Should have let me chase through on the inside. Van Kenobi, hello. Yeah, looks like we will have a nice battle here for P3, and then if Bolesny has tough luck with traffic and we get extra lap, then he will be in trouble with fuel. But this is really not the race that we have been expecting after the qualifying. Two leaders have binned it, including myself. And then the third leader messed up the strategy. So very unexpected order here. Try to avoid the cut, probably. Track limit. How much do we have? 1.5 remaining. Mess up 2.0. Guys, thank you for watching, like always. See you next time. Okay, back into P6. I don't know. What is the tire? 70? It's stable. I don't know. This is going from bad to worse. Big F, but this is how the life goes sometimes. I need to do a click or two for tomorrow and for Saturday. We're gonna be doing this 6 hours. Check Traction GG tomorrow. And check my channel on Saturday, when we will be trying to survive a little bit better than this, because this is appalling. Yeah, Leiden setup. I should have stuck to the Go setup instead of doing 1 or 2 clicks. Because I did make it kind of more stable, but at the same time, like it's that one corner, that one single corner which completely messes up my brain. And it's been perfect many laps, but then for 2 times, suddenly it was a big mess. I guess I need to become a streamer instead of esports. Will be more appropriate. I cannot explain why I'm messing up as esports driver, but I can explain as a streamer. Serban, on Saturday we're doing it with Jesper, but tomorrow we'll be doing it with Traction, like we did the Qatar 6 hours. Man, this was so... It was really my race to lose. Like, Quali pace was there for pole easily. I didn't really... I mean, it was a nice clean lap, but it wasn't any crazy esports. And then obviously I was a bit too safe compared to Houben, and Houben lost it. And then I don't know. Maybe I indeed need some holidays, because I've been racing way too much. But I know what I'm gonna click for tomorrow. And for Saturday, well, I need to still talk to the teammates. Consider it a dry run. I mean, today it's been a dry run, right? Right? It's been a very dry race instead of the downpour that was forecasted and predicted. I was very much ready for the worst of the rain. The strategy was ready, everything was ready. And then the rain never came. Now I have these Quali tires that I have maybe destroyed a bit too much in Quali. And I have a setup with more mechanical grip that would have just worked better in the wet. You know, Go setups are gonna win the race with Sven in the lead and Polesny in P2, so... As an influencer, it's a good one. The livery isn't there. That's true. How can I race well without the Rafa livery? It's just a black car. Is there any chance anyway? Leiden and Massot. How to even pronounce that? I never had French, so maybe they have a big battle and I can join them. Yeah, sometimes it happens, but you would like one would expect that after sim racing for such a long time, some things are predictable enough that they can be avoided. It feels even worse because I made fun of Houben for having the B-Alien setup with way too much aggression in the clicks. And then I do this 2 times in the same corner. We are all learning the tires. Like, it's not easy. We are still calibrating our muscle memory to the absence of the huge rear slip angles that save you in big slip conditions. And you saw it happen to Leiden 3 times or 4 times previous week. It happened to Houben a couple of times, and they are one of the fastest drivers in LMU. Mesaoud. Or is it Ode? Mesaoud. Correct, copy. Yeah, I'm intrigued to check the replay. At least I'm relatable now, right? It's quite easy to lose the rear very late into the corner. But the car really felt great, like I really enjoyed the race. Even on the limit it was always manageable. Don't pronounce the O. Mesaoud. Yeah, to be honest, when I was pointing the wrong way around for the first time, there was every chance that some of the other cars would just smash my front into pieces. Most importantly, Leiden will not outscore me massively for the overall championship. And I believe I'm still the only one in the whole standings that hasn't like completely messed up at least one round, while I as well got lucky that the first round got broken, so the points didn't count, as I was missing it. Just feels like Kant spins with this tire. Yeah, there is, something is not fully correct, right? And I don't know what. I really appreciated that we are not doing 12-degree slip angles in hairpins anymore, and that we need to actually care about the rear stability, but something is not fully great yet. I did do some ACC in the past days as I'm preparing for the VCO ERL, and the GT experience for me personally in ACC is horrendous compared to Le Mans Ultimate, so I much prefer this tire. Way more feeling and everything, but obviously still room for improvement to make it a bit easier, because in the end GT3 should be slightly easier. Though in real life they never use crazy esport setups, right? They always set up the car to be stable and drivable, and not on the edge, or at least less on the edge than in sim racing. What was my motto some like half a year ago when I messed up some races? I think I was saying I'm spinning now, so I will not have to spin when we do Le Mans Virtual once again. Spin a Tertre Rouge, well that's the worst. Even when you rejoin, you have 200 kph less than others, so... Can I get that P5 maybe? It's limit testing, yeah, indeed. I appreciate the help with the excuses. I see, Pierre. But I could feel, like in hindsight, it was very obvious that I'm gonna spin it. I could feel it, that it was coming. But because of my RF2 muscle memory, it was still like, well, I'm sliding, but I will catch it. But I should have rather just instantly straightened the car, let go of the apex, lose 2 tenths, and it would be fine. I didn't have that luxury in the first spin because there was a hypercar right on my left. So 2 to go. Yeah, I mean, about bottoming, I think there is a couple of points in the under tray that can bottom, but like the main plank doesn't bottom, but maybe there are a couple of little points that still touch the ground. Well, let's make it Lexus top 5 then. The AMG tires are smoked. Almost turned in too much on him. You saw like that snap, it was catchable. I felt it coming, I could sacrifice the corner, get a cut. Well done. We will see tomorrow. I feel okay because I love a challenge like that. I think wear-wise it's not gonna be bad. But tire balance-wise, we will see. Why was that a track limit? Anyway. Oh. He ran out of the grip. Into P5 to complete the Lexus party. Actually, Sven, the Go Setup's winner. But what a Bob tourist. I remember him driving the McLaren. As we defend that P5. I am annoyed. But okay. It's been a race. Then I am only streaming on Saturday. Tomorrow I will only be... you will be only able to hear me talking. Hopefully about good things. But you will be seeing John Munro. Well, my dear chat, sorry for the 2 spins. Let's actually check. Let's check the replay. It's been going so well, like P1 in Quali, and then defending the lead beautifully, and then Houben did Houben things, and then I messed up. Come on. I mean, what should I do here? Like, I don't think there was anything. Maybe if I V-shaped it a bit more, I could be rotated a bit more at this point, but I cannot know what the hypercar will do. I think I did the safest thing, but Houben was just luckier, and then I decided not to defend because the hypercar was coming. Although there was space, and then I decided to switch back because hypercars, and then I tried to turn in, but I didn't trust that. That's Michi actually. I didn't trust that he wouldn't appear on the. Yeah, I just let go of the apex. Should have been a switchback. Patrique, thank you for your sub. And then here, I don't know, like it was just a dive without any purpose. And then... was it in the same lap actually? Let's hope the server stays alive for long enough. He didn't even downshift, he just aggressively turned in over the bump. Over goes the rear. Why do I hear 2 notifications still for 1 sub? Who would understand? Ah, he lost the rear wing. He's like, if I feel bad today about my esports performance, then probably Houben is feeling utterly terrible, and he instantly escaped. I feel sorry for him. Yeah, you need kind of quite a lot of mental strength to go through this. And I'll be feeling bad for a day or 2, but luckily there is so much racing that I will not be able to think too much even. Copy done, we are escaping and we are loading the replay to be able to properly enjoy my fails. A new livery for vehicle is now available. What does that mean? Doing -11. That's not too nice. Anyway, the important thing is here. Overall standings, or driver rank or whatever. These guys are there because they had a counting round 1, but still a good margin before Fuji and Bahrain. If game crash, that's true. Anyway, let's find the replay then and enjoy some nice rear snaps. Was he not holding brakes? Need to check actually. But it's really such a high speed snap that even if you go quickly on the brake, it's hard to do anything. Well, now we all know what not to do tomorrow or on Saturday or Sunday, whenever you guys are doing the 6 hours. Oh, you mean after? Well, I mean, ABS, right? If you're sliding, then ABS sometimes just completely detaches your brakes. It just keeps rolling. Beautiful click right into the action. So no, he was not on the brakes. Here he realized he's messing up. And then he smashed the brake, but the car just rolled backwards. It's the worst because he could still have a nice top 10 or even top 5 if he just collected it and just this slow 30 kph smack into the barrier. Jack, I had a skill issue. You will see now. Right, I was beautifully leading the race. Well, not anymore here. Here. I'm leading the race, everything is fine. Here I'm checking my delta. It was green. I was like, well, that's great. After 15 laps I'm still able to pull green sectors. And then I see P1 the leader. Oh, it's Dario Iemolo. He dive bombed me at Interlagos and almost crashed ourselves off track. Will he dive again? No, he didn't dive. He didn't dive, but will he dive here? Okay, he's going around outside. Will he turn in on me? And my brain is not focusing and I just do the big oof. This curb is difficult, like in all cars. There is something weird about it and I don't think it's bottoming. Mic is popping. Copy. I know that mic is a bit... it's a 50 or 60 euro mic and I need to improve the settings a bit, but I don't have the skills to do it other than following YouTube tutorials. It's the Lexus rear, but again some other cars have it worse. And then you see this weird moment where you counter steer and it instantly goes into this really weird 4-wheel sideways action. And then of course I overcorrected and I smacked the rear of the poor Ferrari that luckily survived without damage, I hope. So sorry to him. It's a weird moment, like I think the tires just react too quickly to things. At least the slip angles are contained within normal values. So around we go. Luckily the situation was good enough so I didn't kill anybody or didn't get killed. Then a couple of good moves and good racing later when it felt like I'm gonna be free. Wait, let's check was this the overtake on Jack? It doesn't matter, it's just sliding wherever. Curb or no curb. I mean, I had several... Aha, there we go. I had several moments where I started sliding and I expected it to happen. I don't know what is it. It feels so weird and so unnatural. So you turn in third gear, the rear is a bit alive, but you have to use that liveness to enter the corner. But then I downshift and it's just impossible to catch it. Yeah, Pierre, I'm using a lot of filters. I went through some tutorials and it's done as well as much as I can, but I would need some professional help one day maybe, or just watch more tutorials. Left side of car bottoming. You know what? I saw on streams of others in the first round of the championship a lot of sparks from my car, but I have special effects off, so I don't see them. So maybe it's something. I don't know. The car is just on the limit there every lap, but that's how every car in RF2 was for 10 years and you had to drive like that. So brain needs to get updated. Sorry for rolling this the 15th time, but I need to do it once more. It's not even the downshift. It's already sliding before the downshift. But when I did the downshift, I instantly started to correct it. But maybe I should have instantly gone... Here it's still stable. But suddenly it goes. Yeah, it's difficult. It's not too much, I mean, maybe it's too much brake pressure here. I really smashed the brake, yeah. Here it's too much pressure. But here it's too little pressure. Here I should go full on the brake to fully activate ABS to stabilize the car. But here, I think I was too aggressive. I tried to be right behind Jack on the exit of this corner to make a switchback, or like to dive into the next hairpin. Yeah, Jack, you deployed the banana. You know, some people say that there is too much of front sensitivity, front aero sensitivity, so when you brake, you just get way too much aero very quickly. And when you go on power, the front goes into the air and you lose way too much aero very quickly. And the more I think of it, the more it makes sense. It just feels way too aggressive for GT3s or LMGT3s that naturally don't have that much aero as normal GT3s. Sven lost DR for the win. Ah, that's broken. That's you shouldn't be able to do that. He was P5 or P6 on the grid, so he lost because of Quali, but that's just not right. But indeed, it really feels like here you have to adjust your brake, your max brake input according to the corner, which maybe is the case in other sims much more, but it never was in RF2. And maybe it's too quick on brake release as well. It's just too aggressive overall. That's the nature of these tires. You don't get away with it. Anyway, battle for P5 in the last lap. Harsh, welcome. Thank you for the sub. That's the AMG understeer. He pressed the throttle, rotation stopped. Understandable. And then he downshifted. He almost had a go, right? Into the last corner. He used the last cut that he had. But yeah, I parked the car on the apex, so... Alright. It is what it is. Let's learn from it. Let's be better tomorrow and on Saturday. Yes, Serban, I don't know as well because he lost crazy amount of time. He was leading the race, the AMG, and then he exited like 10 seconds behind. Hard to say. Anyway, guys, tomorrow check Traction GG. I will not stream, but I will drive there. But for my stream, I will stream and drive together with Jesper, the good old teammate of mine, for the 6 hours of COTA. So, see you tomorrow or see you on Saturday. Until then, have a very, very nice weekend. Bye bye.